Hi, I'm Kate, and today I'll be watching episode 6 of the One Piece live action series on Netflix. We just found out that Garp is Luffy's grandfather, and the crew and us, well, me, was certainly surprised. We got a little flashback to younger Luffy again, and it was a short clip, but I think it gave us a lot of insight into Garp and Luffy's relationship. It also raised a lot more questions for me. I'm wondering if this happened, like what time period this happened. He looks obviously the same age as the other flashbacks we've seen with Shanks and in Windmill Village. But I had thought Luffy was an orphan. Luffy makes a raft out of driftwood, and I thought for somebody of his age that was pretty impressive. Garp showed up in his best Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirt and destroys it angrily. So I'm wondering what drives younger Luffy's affinity towards pirates. Because in this scene, had he met Shanks yet? Does his difficult relationship with his grandfather come from the fact that he is absent and because he is a vice admiral of the Marines? Garp told him that he would be a Marine and that his training was starting right then and there. And Luffy was fighting him every step of the way, even though they were headed towards lunch. Luffy unlocks a new ability and sends a cannon that Garp had thrown by hand back at him and destroyed one of the sails. And while they're out of commission, Garp is adamant that he does not want any other Marines on Luffy's tail. Instead, he puts in a call to someone called Mihawk, and Kobe overhears this phone call. He ends up bringing it up with Helmeppo. Thank you for letting me know what his name was. And I really like their relationship, and I'd like to see where it goes from here, because they definitely would be a good team. And then I was so proud of Kobe for going directly to Garp and asking him why he's working with Mihawk, who we find out is one of the 7 warlords of the seas. Helmeppo had said that the Marines work with these 7 warlords by canceling their bounty but calling on them when they need help with particular cases. And Garp was honest with Kobe and says yes, but the world is a complicated place, and we have to make complicated and difficult decisions in order to make it as safe for as many people as possible. Is that something that you feel comfortable with? I've been questioning Garp's relationship with Kobe. I have thought that he's been taking him under his wing, kind of filling that position that Luffy would have been within the Marines, and kind of grooming him for a position of leadership because he sees that in Kobe. But especially when Garp tells him, you're really filling out that uniform, like it's really fitting on you now. I think he truly meant that, especially when I was going back and editing that scene. I think that Garp recognizes, just my take, I think that Garp recognizes and appreciates the fact that Kobe has a set of morals and standards, that he's just not somebody to fall into line and do as he's told. Back to the crew. After they get away, they travel through some fog. That conversation where they were asking who was going to talk to Luffy about his grandfather and what went on there, I love the chemistry that the cast have with each other and how they they just work off of each other so well. The delivery of the lines just flow back and forth, and it really does feel like friends. And then we arrive at the Baratier, where we are introduced to Zeph and Sanji. I pegged Sanji as the next member of our crew because he is so passionate about cooking. He wants to find the all blue. We know Luffy loves to encourage people to go after their dreams, and he loves asking people what their dreams are. He's also good at recognizing talent and goodness in people. But I think he was putting a little too much of his own feelings towards his grandfather onto Zeph. Zeph was definitely a little rough around the edges, but I think that is just their relationship, the way they talk to each other. They're just, some people, their love language is arguing, and I feel like that might be theirs. He calls him a little eggplant, and I think it's more of a term of endearment than an insult. And we do see that when Luffy lets Zeph know Sanji fed a hungry man for free, he ended up saying, wow, what a good kid. Nami, Zoro, and Usopp are partying away, and we keep getting close and little snippets of Nami's origin stories. They were playing a little drinking game there, getting to know each other, but she also mentioned that she was very close to something, and that's why she was angry. She didn't know Garp was Luffy's grandfather. What are we close to? And then Mihawk showed up. I loved his introduction because right away it kind of set up like, oh, there's a lot more out there. He took his sword and he was able to destroy a massive ship with it. Zoro had competition. Zoro immediately recognized Mihawk. And again, I love this channel because of the discussions I get to have afterwards, because a lot of times I put my own spin or emotions on things, especially when analyzing characters. And to me, Zoro was just jumping the gun, and it was foolish for him to do that. But like I said, all of our conversations definitely opened my eyes up a little bit more to the story, to the character, and I understand now why it was so important for him to face off against Mihawk. He is very fascinating because while he's one of these warlords, he ends up sparing Zoro, and he does not take Luffy to Garp. During that battle, he's asking Zoro, why do you persist? Why don't you give up? He's really questioning, why do you want to be the world's greatest swordsman? Why are you doing this right now? And Luffy, who he was told by Garp is a wild card, allows Zoro to do this and go after his dream. And another thing he said during that fight, you're a frog down a well, croak, croak, croak. We have already seen Zoro down a well, literally, and having to climb his way back up. And now, once again, he's found himself down a well. He has this terrible injury, and his life has possibly been spared. But does he have the fight to continue out of this well he is now in, out of this injury? Is he going to continue living? Is he going to continue chasing his dream? Is he going to find and go after Mihawk again? I love that Mihawk said, come back, find me again when you're stronger. If he was somebody that was just bad, if he was a bad character, I already said this, he would have just killed Zoro and taken Luffy, but he didn't. The whole last episode to me was like mentors and mentees. The older, more experienced mentors are questioning and really pushing our younger characters. So excited to watch this episode. I remembered to bring my tissues this time. So let's jump in to episode 6. The Chef and the Chore Boy. So we are hopefully getting more on them.
Easy.
Zoro, hey, can you hear me?
Where's the first aid kit?
Do we even
Zoro?
have a first aid kit?
Yeah. Reality is setting in for Luffy.
Someone needs to go back to Baradier.
I'm really not hungry right now, Nami.
Not for food. Maybe one of the customers is a ship's doctor.
Right.
See, there's Nami being the mature mom of the group, and for Luffy not to be hungry?
Yeah, I can see that, but while you're doing it in my kitchen, I demoted you, remember?
Help! Help! Zoro needs a doctor. He got into a fight with this warlord guy, but he lost.
Well, slow down, Chore Boy. Can't understand a word you're saying.
My friend is dying.
The nearest doctor is on the Konomi Islands. It's a 2-day sail from here.
Yeah, well, you always told me to feed anyone who's hungry. I don't see how this is any different.
Fine. Bring me my kitchen knives and a bottle of our best whiskey. And a fresh yellow towel from the cooler. Bigger the better.
Okay, Zeph. I can't wait to get to know more about them.
Are you kidding? He needs a doctor.
Do you want to save your swordsman friend or not?
Are we going to use the fishes
Hell
like...
no. That'd be a waste of really good liquor.
I'm guessing they're going to use the fish skin to heal the wound. Ooh, that is some thick twine. Yep.
This is an old seaman's
Pretty sure they still do this with burn victims too, right?
Helps staunch the wounds, heals the flesh a lot faster. You have to find a way to keep him tethered to our world. Talk to him.
And out of the well.
Tell him stories, sing him sea shanties for all I care. But at least he'll know his crew is still with him.
Nice of you to announce yourself.
I thought this was a conversation we might have privately.
We know Kobe's still gonna be listening.
Where's Luffy?
At the moment, I don't know. Come now, Vice Admiral, I don't take orders.
Without our immunity.
I would still do precisely what I want.
And I'm sure he means
And what
that.
I want is to see what becomes of that young man when he enters the Grand Line.
Ha!
Who knows? Maybe your grandson will be the one to find the One Piece after all.
And now Kobe knows. Also, he's got to be aware his doors are not soundproof, even a little bit. Uh-oh. Wow, he made quick work of turning everything over. Well, Kobe, I think I know what you're doing today. How did he do that so quickly?
Something smells delicious.
I just thought everyone would be hungry, man. What's the matter? Don't like fish?
I love fish. I just need to get Sora ready for him. You know?
He's not eating.
Come on, if you don't want the fish, I got 2-inch T-bones in the kitchen. Or maybe you're in the mood for saffron risotto.
I normally would get both, but
And
I
you would.
really gotta get the Waraichi monkey ready for him. He said it was kind of special.
When Luffy cares about somebody, he remembers everything they say.
He really likes rice balls. And beer.
He remembered that.
I can make anything. Just tell me what you want.
I want him to eat so that he gets back his strength. But I also want him to sleep so that his wounds can heal.
Being a captain is the toughest job in the world. Zeph once told me that making decisions is what separates a captain from the rest of his crew.
Seth was a pirate?
Really?
Captain of the dreaded Cook Pirates. They used to call him Red Leg Zeph because his boots were always stained with the blood of his enemies.
How you two meet? Were you his crew or something?
Not exactly.
Flashback? Flashback, yes. Okay, 9 years ago.
Just right.
Villa, what? This is a ship's galley. You're never gonna serve fancy stuff like that.
I will when I get to the All Blue.
Hear there, boys?
Yeah.
Sanji's going to the All Blue. Pirate! We're getting boarded!
He's so little. That must be him because of the blood on the boots. Boots, no peg leg.
Needs oregano.
That's what he just said to him.
Nice try, little eggplant. Now, how do you want to die?
Little eggplant.
You made that? That's not half bad.
Better than anything you can make, you old shitbag. Do what you want. But I'm not gonna die here. Not until I find the All Blue.
What does little eggplant know about the All Blue?
Capsized. You saved him?
They're all dead. Except for us.
You made sure to save him.
What do we do?
We wait. This is all the food we got. There's no more after this.
Why do you get the bigger one?
Because I'm 3 times your size, that's why. You should be glad that I'm giving you anything at all. Now go over to the other side.
I mean, it is pretty impressive that he saved Sanji and 2 bags of food
Don't you bother me unless you see a ship.
after
You got
being
it?
capsized. There's one of the ships sinking. Trying to wait as long as possible. Day 3, how long are we gonna be out here? Day 25. And they haven't seen each other this whole time? I don't think they don't have any flares. It's raining. Should be grateful we have food. These child actors that they have playing the younger characters have done such a good job so far. Day 50. Other people probably would have given up a long time ago, but he had a dream to find the all blue.
I'll kill him myself.
The
Before I told you to stay put.
heck is closed.
You still have some food. You gotta give me some.
What has he been eating? Or does he have like a superpower where...
Where is it? There's no food. How are you still alive? Your leg. What happened?
Well, that's how we got the peg leg.
You ate your own leg? You gave me all the food. Why? You don't even know me. Why would you do that for a stranger?
Because, little eggplant, I have been searching for the all blue my whole life. You share the same dream as me. Believe me.
It's just
the
like
all
Luffy and
blue
Shanks
is real.
in the One Piece. And Shanks lost his arm.
So I'm gonna need you to live on, and I'm gonna need you to fulfill that dream for both of us.
You have any idea what that's like? Having someone lose a limb to save your life?
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of do.
We were out there for 85 days.
85
He could have let me
days.
die. Instead, he acted like a captain. He made the tough call.
I'd eat both arms and legs to save Zoro's life.
In a certain country in the northern seas, there was an explorer.
Oh, Nami's
named
reading to
Bronk
him.
Noland. Nolan was sentenced to death, but he continued to lie to his king, insisting the city of gold sank into the sea. And
Poor guy. Losing a whole city of gold?
I don't think that was the point of the story.
Yeah,
Stories can
Luffy,
have
it
different
never
points.
existed. Also true.
Sometimes, when you're in charge, you have to make the tough decisions.
Why does everybody keep saying that?
Because you could have saved Zoro. Why didn't you stop him?
I'd do anything to save him, except stand in the way of his dream.
We all have dreams, but we outgrow them.
Don't you have a dream? Something that you want.
Not everyone gets to follow their dreams.
Feels like she's playing to save someone. That's what the close thing feels like.
Cadet,
Oh, the snail! He knows his
you know
door
Luffy
isn't
is my grandson.
soundproof.
Spent years trying to train him and build him into a proper Marine.
But that wasn't his
He
dream.
resisted me every step of the way. You're an exemplary cadet, but the two of you couldn't be more different.
And yet they were still friends.
I spent time with Luffy. Luffy is different.
Just like Luffy was saying,
He thinks for
sometimes
himself
there's
no
different
matter what
points to the
anyone
same
says.
story.
That's my fault. I was too easy on him.
So, it wouldn't have mattered.
Same
Because
person.
Luffy knows exactly what he is.
And what's that?
Pirate. How many assassins you send after him, he'll never change. He'd rather die first.
And what do you suggest? That I let him be a damn fool pirate?
That'd be the worst thing, sir.
You work with Mihawk. Why can't Luffy and Kobe work together?
Maybe I've been going about this the wrong way all along. Muster the Marines on deck.
Yes, sir.
Fish people? Uh-oh. This is kind of bad timing.
Welcome to Baratier. How can I serve you?
Serve. Interesting choice of words. Now sit down! Let's all enjoy our last meal together. Where are you, old
Well, I hope
man?
nothing happens to Zeph.
My name is Zeph, and I own this place.
Well, I'm Arlong, and I own the East Blue.
No one owns a sea.
Listen up! I'm looking for a pirate in a straw hat. Goes by the name of Luffy.
Straw hat, you say? No. Well, why don't I fix you a meal? Absolutely anything you want, off of that menu, no charge.
Go get out of here.
How's he doing?
He hasn't said a word.
Didn't Seth say we're supposed to talk to him?
What would I say?
Whatever pops in your head. Just speak from the gut.
My gut hasn't been so great lately.
He's not eating.
Hey, Zoro! I just wanted to tell you that... Let me start over. I'm just gonna... You know, it's...
Luffy! Luffy!
We gotta get out of here.
Our long pirates are at Baratier. We have to leave now.
What? Why?
Because they're looking for you.
Me?
And the map.
Let's go. Let's go.
Where are you going?
Oh, is this how he joins the...
be there.
All right, I'm coming with you.
Did you not hear what I just said? They are hunting you. We need to run.
We're going to protect this place.
This isn't your fight. Why would you do that?
You fed us.
Luffy, please.
I can't let innocent people get hurt because
There's
of me.
that older sister
Those
coming in
fishermen
again.
guys want to fight. We're gonna give them one. You stay with the ship and protect the map. It's gonna be safe with you.
Why does Luffy say things like that? Because when he says things like that, something bad happens. Smooth sailing from here. Then Grandpa shows up.
We all know there's nothing equal about us. Fishmen are superior to humans in every single way.
Mary was a sheep person. So is there like this tension between all the different peoples, or?
Luffy. Scared you're looking for me.
You know, I was expecting someone bigger.
So was I.
He doesn't respect him, so he's not gonna treat him nicely.
Even the Marines flee before my flag.
I'm not ringing a bell. How you find me anyway?
Old friend helped me track you down.
Is it?
Hey, a straw hat! Did you miss me?
Burpee?
Burpee?
What are you doing here?
Believe me, it wasn't my first choice either.
You even know how to find me.
I told you, I've got eyes and ears everywhere.
You heard everything?
Everything. And that got old quick, because you shit-idiots have no idea what you're doing. Wait, no, not back in the bag. It's so dark and wet and sandy.
I want my map, along with half of whatever you plunder as tribute. I might even let you serve in my kingdom.
I don't bow down to any man.
I'm no man.
Or fish. You're no king.
I will be when I get my Grand Line map.
You're gonna have to fight me for it.
Then let the fighting begin.
Don't hurt him.
Really great fighter.
Yeah, really great. But they're pretty strong. Oh. Come on, Usopp. One good shot. We're gonna have to unlock a new ability. Either Zoro's gonna wake up, or Nami's gonna have to do something.
Friends. The truth is, I couldn't let myself have them.
Why?
Because I always end up hurting the people closest to me.
She has the map. Is she gonna run?
Don't know what's so special about you, boy.
Come on, Luffy. Oh, we are so close to water.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, we just gotta be a little quicker.
How about a drink?
I have the map. I got it for you just like I said I would.
Nami, what are you doing?
Tried to tell you.
I should have
Luffy,
seen that.
I was never on your crew. I only joined up with you so I could steal the map.
She's just doing this to save him. She was telling him to take off.
We have the map. Let's go.
Not until I finish my meal.
Why waste your time killing a devil fruit eater? Let the sea do it for you.
No, saw her face. She's just doing this to save him. They must have somebody hostage. Because Nami said she hated pirates and she meant that. Okay, Usopp, Shanks, Sea Monster, Sanji. That works too.
Where's Nami?
She's gone. She's a member of Arlong's crew.
She can't be.
Attention!
Marines, you've done an outstanding job pursuing these pirates we've been chasing.
No, he's gonna pull a fast one on us. Don't get too excited, Kobe.
So our mission has changed. The Straw Hats and their captain will never surrender. So the gloves are coming off. We will capture them, and they will be brought to justice.
It's just doubling down. Is Zeph okay?
I don't need you to do that.
We've got a full house.
Enough. I don't want to hear this.
What is your problem?
Me, you're the one with a problem.
I'm just helping you clean up.
I did not save your life so you could waste it at Baratier.
Because you couldn't run this place without me.
Oh, yeah, well, at least I'm not the one who goes on moaning about the All Blue. You've been yammering on about that since you was a snotty-nosed little brat.
Do you want me to quit? Is that what you want?
Quitting is staying here. It's one thing to have a dream, it's another to go after it.
Anti-Garp right now.
Maybe I take him up on that offer.
You want my permission? You got it. Fine.
That's their love language. Try it again, Luffy.
Hey, Zoro. You sure missed a big fight. You would have loved it. Only I kind of messed it up. And now I lost Nami.
I lost Nami.
I lost the Grand Line map. Maybe I will lose you too.
He's a captain. He's taking all the responsibility.
I know what to say now, and it's so simple. I need you, Zoro. I need you to wake up.
You gonna keep talking or let me get some sleep?
Luffy, take it easy.
Zoro! Zoro, you're not dead!
Right now, I'm wishing I was. I had the strange dream that Nami left.
It's my fault.
You acted like a captain.
But our crew is falling apart.
No, it's not. I, Roronoa Zoro, how to stand by your side from now until the end. Until we find the One Piece or die trying. You're my captain, Luffy. And I'm your first mate.
It's alive!
And I told him, I said, you better not mess with the Straw Hats.
Sent them swimming for their lives.
You scared him off, huh?
Mm-hmm. What do we do now? Plot a course for the Grand Line?
Nope.
But I thought we were going after the One Piece.
We are. But we can't do it without our whole crew.
Yep, we're not leaving Nami
First,
behind.
We're going after Nami.
Not the map. Nami.
Gotta dry meat in these barrels. You think we brought too much?
Pretty sure Luffy's hungry again.
Sailing with?
Yeah.
Heard you guys need a cook.
Yay!
Yes, we do!
Welcome aboard. Why are we bringing the waiter?
Because we can't boil water.
You missed out on some stuff, Zoro. Okay, but... Thank you. Please give a real goodbye.
Hey, Sanji! You keep your feet dry.
Goodbye, Zeph. You know, all these years, living under your shitty roof, cooking at your shitty restaurant, I owe you my life. Thank you for putting up with my shit all these years, old man. I'll never forget you, Zeph.
So we're going after Nami, but how are we gonna find her?
Yeah, we don't even know
No,
where she
that's
is.
true.
I know someone who does.
Don't tell me. Yeah, Zoro, you missed a lot.
Hello, boys!
That backstory between Zeph and Sanji was so, I don't want to say heartwarming, because a man ate his leg and they were trapped on a rock out at sea for 80 days. But it definitely explains their relationship. Why, even though they argue and fight, like I was saying, that is kind of like their love language. That is just how some people are, because they just can't. They know how the other person feels about them, and they know how they feel about the other person, but sometimes you're so afraid to lose someone that you're afraid to actually vocalize it in those actual words. So I'm so glad that at the end there, they were able to say all of that to each other. And I also liked at the end where we contrasted Zeph and Garp. Garp is still not letting go of this capturing Luffy to stop him from being a pirate thing. At first it seemed like Kobe's message to him was getting through, but it's his grandson. And like I was saying, he works with Mihawk, and we're kind of, these are mentors bringing up the next generation, and it just seems like, okay, so why can't we keep that going? We know that, again, we know Luffy is such a good person, so why can't you know, he be the next Mihawk in the future who works with Kobe. So I'm interested to see what stops Garp pulls out from here. With Nami, I don't believe that she's bad. I don't believe she wanted to leave. She was trying to get Luffy to leave right then and there. I think she only gave them the map to save his life, even though she told them to throw him in the ocean. When she walked away, she had like a look of panic on her face. So I think she was just like hoping and praying that Usopp or somebody would jump in and save him. There's at least a chance of him surviving being thrown into the ocean versus being eaten. And then the emotional growth from Luffy as he takes on the responsibilities of captain. We saw him very serious in this episode. We know how important food is to Luffy, and he tells everybody he's not, says to Nami, I'm not hungry. Even with Sanji there cooking delicious food, he wasn't hungry. When Luffy shares a meal with someone, he takes that very seriously, and that's part of the reason why he didn't take off either. He stayed to help protect the Baradier because they fed him and the crew. I had a feeling that we wouldn't be defeating Arlong here because, yes, the point of the story is we're headed to the Grand Line and we're kind of assembling a crew on the way there, but we kind of haven't seen, like, you know, the big bad, and so it kind of makes sense that the last couple episodes we're going to be dealing with Arlong and getting Nami back. But also Luffy just saying, I lost Nami. I lost the map. He is stepping up. He is taking responsibility, and it was... like I said, it always gets emotional seeing him get so serious. And Zoro is awake at the end. He seems super excited that Sanji's there. He did miss out on quite a bit while he was recovering, but I love the relationship between him and Luffy. Again, the seriousness, or I guess, because he is silly. Zoro is silly. He says very silly things and does silly things like give great haircuts. But, I don't know, just his deadpan delivery with Luffy's innocence and goofiness is just a pairing I love. So we are off to save Nami. What does Arlong have over her? Why is she part of this crew? She has said several times, I hate pirates. She does not like pirates, and she has been serious about that. I did not doubt her for 1 second. So they must have done something, or they have something over her, and that's why she works for them. Even it does kind of seem like she's cool with everything. She's not cool with everything. She's doing it for a reason, and I am dying to find out why. I cannot believe there are only 2 episodes left. So with that, I will see you in episode 7.